I'm finishing up how to rig. Well, not finishing up. I would say kind of starting even more into it. Not even halfway done, I'll be honest. But this is what we got so far. So left and right movements. And then these are down. Okay, there you go. I think all we gotta do is basically do the same thing to the others.
Alright, that looks good enough to me. I'm just gonna quickly edit my blush to match. Okay, now I'm gonna go over and do my eyebrows. Something that really helps with giving the illusion of head turning is adding anything that makes it look more 3D. For example, where your eyebrows are, usually you have a little bump, so I put my Bezier division width to 4 so I can have green corners on right in the middle of my eyebrows and just make it look like it's jutting out a little bit, if that makes any sense. A lot of me, you're probably gonna notice that it's gonna look a little weird, mostly because of my blush placement. So I'm probably gonna have to move my blush a little later on. Me, I think. And
It's
then
confusing me a bit.
add angle X, turn over to the right, and just start rigging it in. Now, if you're like me, you're probably gonna notice that it's gonna look a little weird, mostly because of my blush placement. So I'm probably gonna have to move my blush a little later on.
Oh, sorry, I just work on the placement for the eyes and everything. We're gonna move on to the eyes again. Let me open this up. Plus, I don't know if I want to like try to hide this like this, so it looks like it's going backwards. And I'm just gonna undo that part, and I'm just gonna select this keyframe So when I go left and right, I want it to basically be the same. Mirror motion. Yes. And now when it's there, it looks the same. Well, I guess that's pretty much how I'm gonna do it. I'm basically doing the same for the eyebrows and the rest of the hair. That's pretty much it. I'm gonna keep streaming. It's gonna be kind of a quiet one, guys. But I hope you guys don't really mind. I did a question of the day earlier and all that good stuff. But I'm just gonna make sure that you guys basically understand what I'm doing. So this is the looking up. And we're just gonna angle it like a really nice up angle look, if that makes sense. Do for the bottom part, see how it's kind of like here in the middle and then it goes up. So for over here, I'm just gonna do that. So boom, bam, boom, bam. So for here, this part, just kind of scoot, make it look like it's more. I feel like since the way I have it is more like better in my opinion. It's like looking up more and it's kind of turning. I feel like, yeah, I feel like what I'm gonna do is kind of. Thanks for the subscribe or the follow. I can't remember what doorbell that one is. I don't know why. I never really checked it after I added it. I'm gonna check right now actually. I think it's the subscribers and then the follow is the other one. I'm not sure. I really enjoy your stream, so I love to play your stream. That's good. Thanks, but I kinda won't add others on Discord unless I kinda know a little bit more. Yeah. Plus, I don't know. When you guys, I'm going to go back to Live 2D, and I'm basically making the eyes look. I'm not trying to make it look shocked, but like I don't know. I feel like this is really good here. I feel like I shouldn't mess it up there. Like I don't know. You guys give me your opinion. I'm gonna go here, motion mirroring. Like if you guys see, when you kinda, like this part, the middle, it doesn't look like it's looking over there, it just looks like it's hovering. If that makes sense. It looks like it's just hovering. Like, I understand this is the middle, but like... Kinda looked a little shocked. I'm gonna go to B and I'm going to drag it a little bit. gonna make it reflect. The face isn't flat, it's round, and that's why I'm trying to get like the nice perspective of it looking more round-alike. And I'm gonna hit the motion mirror. Hit okay. I know I'm doing it a lot, but it's really necessary. And I'm gonna hook up the angles, kind of go down. Images, kind of. Motion mirroring again. Okay, and we're gonna go here, and if you see at the top, it's kind of like that. It looks like the lashes are moving with it. I really like it. I already know the nose is going to be like here, so I'm doing like a really good. Let me zoom in again. I like how dramatic when it looks up is. It looks really nice. I'm trying to go down. So when it goes in the middle, it's like the down is like a crossing. Now this might look weird, but what if... I'm gonna select like something else like the shoulder to see if it actually looks right. I feel like it doesn't. I don't know. I feel like the way I had it before was more it. Because I'm thinking like the other facial features, like the hair as well. Hello, welcome to the stream. I feel like this is how you're supposed to have it. Because dealing with my character, it's like it looks like the face is twisting. Like I don't know. But at the same time, it looks like it is. It's not going really up and down. It's like the one angle. I don't know. I see it. It's not me. I mean, it's not here. It's the eyes up here. This looks right. This looks right. But it also looks not right. It looks like when it comes up, it looks squished. Anybody have any tips? Like, hold on. Is my PNG tuber acting up again? It is. Okay. Hold on. Let me freaking... I don't know why PNG tuber plus is doing this. I'm gonna go to Task Manager and try shutting it down. Do, 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 do. Okay, sorry guys, sorry. There you go. So, oh my god, did my character disappear again? Close all windows. It was working at the start of the stream. Don't know why it's not working now. Okay, there we go though. There we go. There we go, guys. Okay, so I feel like the up and down needs to be like centered. I gotta go to this part. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that looks like this, but normal. It looks so good. Yes, there we go. Now this is what we're gonna do for each. Mirror each side. Go to this part. We're gonna mirror. Now it looks just like how I imagined. Way much smoother. That eye there is way too cornered though. It's way too in. It needs to be more out. Like how the rest are. Kinda like this. It needs to be out like this. And you see that there's... Yeah, that's more like it. Okay. And we're in the mirror motion here. And boom. Sometimes what you don't see on one side, you'll see it on the other. And that's perfect. Look guys, I did that. Perfect. What we're gonna do is do that. The corners should be synthesized when I do this. But I'm gonna resynthesize the corners just to see what I'm doing. Synthesize corners, hit yes. And we're gonna re-see what we're doing and dealing with. Oh, why does it look like that? We're gonna hit Control Z. I don't think we need to synthesize the corners when we literally did the corners. Why is this so up? Like, really up. Mirror motion, and we're gonna see how that looks. I feel like that's too small now. This is too low. That's too high. That's too high. This is too low. That looks good to me. So now we gotta do that with the eyebrows and the rest. I think.
Alright, that looks good enough to me. I'm just gonna quickly edit my blush to match. Okay, now I'm gonna go over and do my eyebrows. Next, I'm gonna...
Hey, what's up, guys? I found this beer left over from some campers and I'm totally wasted. I'm sorry I bumped the camera. Have you guys...
do my nose. So the nose is another object on the face that if you... so I can have green corners on right in the middle of my eyebrows. And just turns left and right. It really adds more onto the illusion of looking left and right. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but it's all I can use right now.
Okay, so yes, eyebrows, as we should. So we're just gonna go up here, go to eyebrows. We're gonna select... We're gonna make them show first. Gonna select all of them. I'm gonna warp deformer X and Y again. And we're basically doing the same thing. So what we're doing is just making it all 0 so we can work on a like nice surface so it's not already curved or anything. And we're just gonna add 3 keyframes for the rest. So like I said, it's just copy and paste over and over again. So, oh, I should probably charge my laptop. Hold on, guys. We don't have a PC yet, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me put my cables back where it was. Oh, what was that? I think that was just a screen. Or a follow, one of those. But thank you. Trying to unplug in my computer is literally difficult right now. I don't know why. Charge? No charge. Charged. Yeah, that was a follow from Twitch. Thank you. Okay, I just realized the different sounds. That's what it is. Also I can't really see the animations. I wish I had that on. I think I have the sound on, but not the animations. Weird. Anyhow. So what we're doing is literally the same freaking thing, which is really difficult, but in my opinion, if we just squish things around and squish them some more and some more, we'd be okay. Now, I know we should probably add some nice keyframes. Keyforms, I mean. I don't have a big head. So, we'll try to do it, but I don't know. Okay, what is it? Divisions. We're gonna go it up like that. And this can go... that can stay the same. Divisions are the little green things. Where are those equals good? I assume. Assume. Say assume. We're just gonna kind of scooch this over. Kind of make it go on the face, and then we're just gonna mirror it. The eyebrows are not that hard. And boom. Basically the same thing here. Boom, 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 boom. Kind of go out a little. Then we'll motion, mirror motion, the same thing. Mirror, the same thing. Whatever you want to call it. Anywho, that's pretty much that one. Now we're gonna go into the Y's, ups and downs. This is up. This is centered up. We're gonna focus on centered up, I guess. Okay, that's that. But this is up. What's that? And we're just gonna go up like that. Okay? And since the eyebrows have its own little thing, we're just gonna keep it going this way. And all we gotta do is focus on that, but down. So we're just gonna drag this down. And drag that down. And what we could do, if we like this side better, we're gonna do that side. But I like this side a little better. Kinda. I'm gonna center it. We're gonna mirror motion it. And boom. the middle is really funny. I think when it's at 0, it needs to like... Okay, boom. Freak. Eyebrows again. Where's the keyform for it? Did I even create it? I'm gonna cry if I didn't. Oh, there you go. It's just under it for some reason. Anywho, that's going there. Synthesizing. Oh, we're fine. We don't even have to worry. That part was easy, like I said. I think we gotta do the nose and then the hair, and that's pretty much how we do it. Not a big deal, guys. Not a big deal at all. I think when we do this, the head movement, we wanted to copy this here. So I'm going to, well, not really like the head. I feel like when the eyes move, it should move. Like, if that makes sense. But we'll figure that out when we
Depending on the kind of nose you make, you might have to do a lot of effort into rigging it. But since I'm just doing a basic anime girl with a little dot nose, it's a lot easier. I do have a little more layers for some more details. In the future, if you have like an ikemen face with like an actual defined longer nose, I will try to do a tutorial about that in another little series. But for now, simple little anime nose. I'm gonna take everything on my nose, put it in its own angle XY warp deformer, and
I'm crying. We're doing it all again. We're doing it all again. What's the nose anyway? The nose thing. There it is. There you go, guys. The little anime dot we have, quote unquote. I'm putting it in a holder. XY again, and we're doing it again. Basically. I feel like this is the tedious part, but I feel like this part wasn't the tedious. I feel like it was the eyes. If that makes sense. The eyes was like the worst, in my opinion. Because the eye shape, my eye shape is way different than many other anime girl eye shapes. That's just how it is when I rig. Well, not rig, but how I draw. Just, I don't know. I feel like that was tedious. What else was tedious? The eyebrows. And yeah, the design of my character sucks. I'm joking, guys. But I am not joking though, kinda. It's very tedious doing these things. I'm gonna put 3 keyframes on both. And what I'm going to do is move this way, and you're going to move this way. Oh, how are you gonna make it look really good though? Don't you freaking worry. Cause I really shouldn't worry about this part. Like, actually. I'm trying to make it look like an anime girl nose. And when it goes down, it needs to be over here. How I imagine it was like this. Like a little dot there. Well, not really. It was like more of a reverse situation. So it was like I don't know. The dot was there though. It's like you can't really draw in here, so what are you gonna do? Yes, like this. I finally understand. Perspective. Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl, guys, say it with me. Now I know what you're thinking. Part is very funny. I know what you're thinking. Hold on. I gotta click something else. Guys, I know what you're thinking. Why are you rigging the nose if you don't even know how to rig a nose? Leave me alone. The face is so puffy when I turn. I like the nose when it comes to the angle. It seems very like real. Time for the up. Zero point zero. Enter. Should I do it like that, guys? It'd be cute and funny. I don't know. I feel like I should have a toggle that does that. I don't know. Anyone wants to disagree? Anyone wants to disagree? I'm gonna figure out how to add tackles and all that later because I don't have a PC for that, so. I'm not. I know, very perspective forming. Yeah. Gonna tilt this way and then to. Like this. And to grab this. And then I'm going to motion mirroring. Yo, I'm gonna have to do the sticker on the nose, like right here. I just realized that. Hold on, get all the way over here or something. Like make it look like a bunny nose or something. I don't know, guys. This is kind of hard. I like that one. This one looks mad. This one looks better. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that one. Looks so much better. cat. You're thinking, what's crawling on my leg? It's cat just messing with me. Cat trying to be silly. Has cat seceded? Alright, now we're gonna do this. Oh no. Why are you all the way over there? Grab you. Alright, so this should be like something like that, and then you're gonna point. That works, and then up. Undo the angles. You go center. Yes. Go over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna click on the neck just to see what I'm doing. This is the right thing. That's the right thing. That isn't. Okay, we're gonna go back to the nose. You go over here. Yes, some more. The perspective is right. I'm gonna click on the neck to see what I'm doing. That's perfect. Okay, can we skip to the hair now? Yeah, I already did this.
Okay, I think I'm done with the nose.
The mouth? Yo, I don't want to do this anymore. Can I unsubscribe of being a VTuber now? Like, guys, this is difficult. Like, low key. I mean, I do it for other people, but just for me? I mean, maybe. Because when I do live TV showcases, I'm gonna have to show my own model before I do anyone else's, if everybody's okay with that. Anywho. Now I gotta do the mouth. I put all my mouth parts under one single warp and started rigging the angle. I don't know why my audio was weird for this, but remember to open and close your mouth at different angles to see how it looks while talking. Agreed. Here we go, guys. This is the scary part. Not the head, not the neck, not the nose. This is the scary part. All the way up to here. No, not the nose. Oh my god, not the nose. Close the nose tab. The teeth and the mouth. Now, since they're not all in apparent form, I'm going to hear it from this thing here. They're going to be like, it's not in apparent form. Watch. Angle. X and Y. Please work. They're not in the same. I'm crying. What if we don't make the teeth thing work? Not like not work. Like, what if we don't have the folder for it? We already did like what we could. What if we just put it in there? You know, in the mouth. You know. You know. You know. They're all in the mouth form now. Now what if, since nothing's in here, can we delete it? Okay. Before I do anything, I'm gonna hide the angles, go to mouth. Watch this, guys. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe because, oh, that's why. All these things. Yo, I wanna cry. I don't even wanna look. These aren't even connected, so I don't have to worry about that. These are. Here we go again. I've seen one skin. I freaking mean this. I saw a skin. Everybody else did. I know why I did. Why does the teeth do that? Like, is it because it doesn't really have a deformer path or something? Like, what? It's like being weird. It falls or something. I don't suspect anything to be messed up around here. I think I added these manually and fixed what I needed. Yeah, I'm good there. The heck did these teeth do? I swear the teeth is gonna be what makes things go weird. Stay up. Okay, everything's fine. I don't care. These teeth, they're just teeth. Okay, there's nothing I can do. What I'm gonna do is go like that. Okay? And I'm going to clip everything from here all the way up to here. Okay? And I'm going to make a warp deformer and we're gonna call it angle XY, and it's gonna see that, of course. Of course, so we're just gonna say okay. I'm not doing this individually, I will say that. I think it would be really silly if I did it individually. Unless you do that. That does work. Control Z. Watch this. That should literally be everything. Yeah, that's literally everything. Okay. So we're gonna go to angles, we're gonna add 3 keyframes. Again and again. We're gonna go here, is up here, and go boom. I know, seems weird. We're just gonna and go to the point where it kind of looks like it's like here. And then I'll do a little bit of this. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. A little bit of that. I know it looks like I'm trying to make it go out of the frame, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to make a good perspective for when I'm talking, it looks like the same thing. So here we're just gonna go motion, and it's literally the same thing there. Middle is fine, there. Go up here. And we're just gonna drag that here, there, and we're going to tilt this up. Like squish a little. Squish a little, zoom out, make sure it looks right, and kind of push this over here. Squish some more. A little bit of that. We're gonna just go there. And we're going to go here and we're gonna motion. And boom, boom. The middle of it is not rigged, but we're gonna go in the middle. 0.0. And since it's all the way down there, we're just gonna bring this up. Because it's up, might as well have it up. What I do here is kind of squish like the little corner. Okay, everything else is under there. I just had to make sure. Up, down. So we need to do our down, which is not that difficult. We're just basically having it in the center down. And up, down. Go up. Up is fine. Down is good. Go here. And we're gonna go here. And what we're gonna do is basically the same thing. We're gonna squish. We're gonna go here. Not too much of a squish. Just a nice little perspective squish. And we're just gonna go here and kind of like tuck this there the best way we can. And we're going to drag this back over here. And it looks very like nice and copied. So we're gonna do motion mirroring, yes. Go to the middle's fine, here's good. Boom, boom. So now all the corners should be alright. We're gonna sync, go here. I think we don't have to really rotate this, we can just do a little more look here. What I'm gonna do is just push it back some a lot. Kind of go like this. And what we're gonna do is go around and check each little detail. Upper mouth is moving like a whole lot, so I'm gonna move the upper mouth and I'm gonna kind of like I feel like there's nothing we can do, but next time when we make the VTuber model, just kinda we'll let it be, but not in a like a bad way. I'm just gonna kind of go like this. And then we're gonna go here and try to fix this, because I know for a fact the circle is going to be weird like that. I'm going to drag that up a tiny bit. And I'm gonna go here. And I'm going to drag this down a little bit. Trying to cover up these like little spots, I guess. I know, this is like kind of the hardest part. And we're gonna go back to our angles in our mouth, and we're going to move this over here a little. And why I say that is because when we're opening the mouth, it kind of looks really weird if we don't have it like that. And we're gonna hit motion mirroring. Okay, I'll select the parameters, whatever. And now it's like that when I open it. This is why she says open it and see how it looks. I could have done this in my free time, without streaming for you guys, but I decided to stream because I wanted to kind of show the progress that I'm doing. But I don't know, I feel like I could just low-key watch something in the background while I do this. But I don't know if you guys think. I don't know. I feel like I'm almost done. I could be almost done in like a few seconds actually. That was dumb. We're just gonna click on this and we're gonna go down. There's so much work to do from here, it's like crazy. Guys, I might actually do this part, the mouth part, on my own time, but I'm gonna probably work on the rest of the parts. Like the hair. Excuse me. I'm gonna work on like the hair and the body like now. While I can work on like the rest of the parts like the mouth later, because that is very difficult. And I already did what I needed. There's no need for me to do it again, you know what I mean? Like, I like the angles of it. It's perfect. I'm just gonna go on to the hair and see what I get from there.
Odin Valhalla Rising, now available on mobile and PC, exclusively with Google Play Games. Ascend to Valhalla on...
Okay, I just edited some more parts of the face that was looking weird when I was looking around, so it looks a little better now. But anyway, we're gonna go into the next part, which are the ears. Sometimes I like to do the front hair before I do the ears.
I don't do the ears. I don't have
I think
ears.
for now, we'll do the ears first and we can edit it later. Now for the ears, I'm gonna explain more about how to use clipping masks. So for example, on some rigs, if you can even see their ears, they turn to the side, their ear might pop out right on top of their head. Some people use draw order to do this. And I know when I was first learning Live 2D, there are a lot of tutorials out there that really emphasize draw order. Obviously, if you've watched through all my tutorials, I haven't touched on that yet, but I almost never use it. So you're not on the right channel if you want to learn how to use draw order. But this is how I do that ear popping out technique for my models. So first of all, my ear art is under my face, as you can see here. I'm gonna put my ears over my face. Now obviously this is gonna look really weird, especially if you have a lot of your ear poking out onto your face. So we can actually use clipping masks to hide the sides of the ears when we're facing forward. I'm going to teach you guys how to use the invert mask option. So with my ears on top of my face, I'm actually going to go into my face and take my face skin and actually copy paste that. Also make sure your face skin is actually under all your ears. That'll be a little easier to understand. And then when you copy paste your face skin, it's going to be in the same folder where your original face skin is. Keep it there because we want it to warp the same way as the face. And then let's rename this into ear clip or whatever else is easier for you to understand. So first let me just organize my ears into left and right since I have a lot of accessories on them. Okay, so taking the ear clip layer, which is our face skin just copied, we're gonna take the ID, copy that, select everything on your ears, paste it into your clipping ID, and then click invert mask. So this makes it so that the ears look like they're behind the skin. This is because everything of the ears, or everything we just clipped, will show except for whatever touches the face skin. And then if we take the ear clip layer and turn the opacity to 0, we won't be able to see all the face skin on top, but it will still clip onto the ears like this. So it will still hide the ear when we move it. So I'm gonna hide the ear clip layer just so I can see the ears on top first. I'm gonna take both ears and add an angle XY deformer. And then I'm gonna do the same process I did with the other things on the face and rig them on. For this other ear here, I'm gonna tuck it behind the face. Obviously, it doesn't look like I'm tucking it because you can still see the ears and everything. And tuck it in there and double check. That looks good enough, I think. I'm just gonna reflect that horizontally. Now, I'm gonna turn back on the ear clip. Our ears are behind everything. I'm gonna turn it over to the right. And I just realized we already have keyforms on this because it copies the keyforms of the face skin. This is an issue because we only put the opacity 0 on one keyform. So we would have to put opacity 0 on all these keyforms or else it will pop up again. You can turn each little key point into 0 if you'd like. I'm just going to set another warp. I'll just call this ear clip. I'm going to set this warp deformer to opacity 0. And that will make everything in that warp opacity 0. I don't see it at all. And I'm going to go back into my ear clip layer and get to editing. So when I look to the right, I want my ear to pop out. So I'm gonna grab my brush tool and voila, we've got ears moving back and in front of her head.
Well, I don't have the ears because I didn't want to draw them. I thought it would be silly for my character to have 4 of them.
Hello, it's a new day for me, so I have no idea what I just did. I think I just got finished rigging the ears, so next we're gonna fill up our bald little head. And usually I like to start with the front hair, so I'm just gonna turn on all the front hair. And it's gonna be mostly the same process as everything else we've rigged on the face, just, you know, getting it to look right at each angle. Except hair is also one of the big factors in really making a rig look like they're actually looking to the left and right and down and up, because the hair, you know, it encapsulates your head. So when your head turns, your hair is gonna turn pretty drastically too. I'll explain it as I go, but I have my front hair here and I've kind of separated my fringes into different sections. Okay, so usually for hair, I like to tackle each section by section, but I think an easier method is to group everything and then edit each one individually. You can obviously do this for each part that you're rigging. I probably already put notes in the video for this, but for example, if you wanted to put your eyes and your brows, your nose and your mouth all in one general angle XY rig, and then rig each of them individually to fit them into different spots or different angles, that would be good for keeping everything pretty consistent. And hair gets pretty tricky, so I do like to do that with hair. So I'm just gonna select everything on my front hair and put it into an XY warp. Again, make sure everything's meshed correctly.
Fiverr allows us to take our dreams and make it a reality.
We're able to hire freelance illustrators, editors, and letterers to put together our comics and products.
It's made us more confident business owners.
Go to Fiverr.com
and start scaling your business today.
For my hair, I usually like to do an automatic mesh for a heavy deformation. Usually, for my lazy self, that's good enough. But if it's a pretty particular piece of hair, I will manually mesh it. So it's up to your personal choice. Since the hair does get pretty warped up when we rig in the physics, you might want to make it pretty detailed, but we'll handle that when we get to hair physics and everything. So having our warps selected, I'm just gonna do the same thing I did for the face and make it smaller with Control and Alt. So we're gonna start with angle X.
The hair is poofy. I'm not going anytime. Control and Alt. And then I'm not gonna try to make it too tiny because the hair is not symmetrical. But we do have this, so 3K farmers, yay, let's go.
And so is his side. Now, depending on your hair, you might want to rig it differently. It's all up to personal choice and of course how your hair works and how you want to work with it. But as a general rule of thumb, I like to actually just grab everything here and shift it over a little bit. And then I will bump this out. I'm gonna add more conversion divisions and Bezier divisions. Just down the middle, like I did for the face. I'm gonna morph it. Like I said, the face is kind of like a ball, so I want my hair to puff out a little over here. And then I'm going to tuck.
This is hard. Here we go, guys.
the hair on the side in.
I feel like this is not rigging right. It's like if it does that, it doesn't work. So I don't know. Hmm. That's really cool. Doesn't look fully 3D yet, but just want to know how this doesn't go like that. Oh, it's up.
A good rule of thumb is to also note where the center of your head is or where your hair is sprouting from. For example, mine is pretty much on the center. So when I turn my head, it's gonna keep onto the center here. Really helps with the illusion of turning left and right.
I hate that. The center of my head is there, right? Okay, so oh, I did something. Now when we get to the top, it looks wonky. Let's just insert a hedge here. The reason why I'm not really too worried about this part being open, it's because the pigtails, when they come out, they're gonna be more pigtail-y, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go here and mirror. See how it's like out. I know this looks really 2D, so I'm gonna kind of just make it look a little 3D by just going back up here to the angle and kind of pushing forward just a little and turning and pushing this back a little bit. So now we gotta reflect the corners here, and that's reflecting there and there. So now it gives off that nice solution. And we're gonna go back down and we're gonna kind of mess around with that. That's fine. I don't have any issues there now. Now what?
Now I'm just gonna reflect it horizontally. Now for me, this is a pretty decent sketch rig. So I'm just gonna go into the hair and do a more detailed edit on the angle X. As I said earlier, hair really helps with the illusion. So what I want to do is I have a lot of mid hair here. For example, this fringe here is like my front hair and these two over here are like my mid hair. So when I turn, I want these to kind of jut out a little bit like this. So it really shows more depth into my turn. And since it's symmetrical on both sides, I'm just gonna select each piece, pair them together with their own warp on, and then just rig in the angle X.
Okay. I got it. So what we're gonna do is basically do that. So we're gonna select our side piece, which is this, which makes so much more sense. And we're just gonna specifically this here, and we're going to add our 3 keyframes, and we're going to middle grab. I think this should be clipped with this, but we're gonna find that. Like she said just grab these. Control Z. We're gonna make it center first, and then we're gonna figure it out. Wait, see these? Yeah. Other part. This. Oh. This. Back but not. That's what it's called. Beans but not beans. So that. And that. And we're going to do 3 here and 3 there. And we're going to move this over here. And what we're going to do here is grab and we're basically doing the same thing at 3, and boom. We're gonna go and just kind of move this out a little bit of that, basically. And I'm gonna move this up. I'm gonna move this out a little more. Basically choosing it with free. And then we're gonna go here. See how that part is like that? We're just gonna do the same thing. And with the ears as well. This and that. And we're gonna select our 3 for both. See on the sides, we're just gonna mirror motion. Boom. We're just gonna kind of fix this up a little. You see where there's kind of like a little bit there, see through. We're just grabbing those, and grabbing some more. And making sure that it basically is tucked in. gonna do that, and I'm gonna tuck that in a little bit more. What we're doing is tucking this part in, tucking that part in. Just tucking it where it kind of needs to. Like around here. It's like last time I checked, it's supposed to be kind of round, you know? And boom. And what we're gonna do is go up. And you see how it's kind of like meh, scooted back. We don't want that. We want to bring this a little bigger and kind of scooch it back ourselves. It's like nice deformers look, typical look. So it's like that. And we want to reflect it, obviously. Like, are you sure you want to reflect yada yada? Of course we do. And what we're going to do is my whole body just went so tired. Okay. Trying to make sure it just looks right. That's why it took a little bit for me to stare. Okay, we're just going over here. Just grabbing these and tucking them in so it doesn't look too weird when it turns, basically. You see that? I'm giving very Vtuber-esque. There we go, guys. It looks like a Vtuber model. I'm gonna save. I need to literally get some rest though. Like, my head is spinning. Maybe it's because I've been thinking way too much. Maybe it's because I've been so grindy for the past few months now. Okay, going on to I think a full, I don't know, 2 months now, a month or so of just rigging, and maybe I just need to like take a break. So tomorrow I'm probably, well, I am going to play a game with Shaggy, aka Aurelius Nightingale. We're gonna stream a fun game that's kind of been quote-unquote blowing up, but I just thought it would be a fun game. It's called Peak, and my model won't be done by then, of course, obviously, but I'm just like really freaking tired, so I'm just gonna look away from screens, probably rest, well, not probably, I'm gonna rest my eyes, probably watch like a dark movie or something, I don't know, just eat some food, drink water, all that good stuff, and then I'm gonna probably try to get back into it later on today, but if not, then you guys know I'm most likely trying to make sure I'm okay before I put you guys like completely first. I love you guys, but at the same time, sometimes health, well, always health is first. So I'm gonna hit save because I really like how it's looking now. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I go into model showcase or whatever, physics settings, and start messing around with things, like pressing play, you see the little mouth or whatever. Where's the head? Ingles or whatever? Don't mess with the ingles. You see, kind of something like that. It's, yeah, very cute, you know. I like it already, and I'm not even done. Pretty much, that's what I'm gonna do. I rigged it, drew it, everything myself. So I'm really happy how it turned out. My worry is the mouth, like, if you zoom in. You see the little stupid little parts there that I gotta fix, obviously, and then the eyes are okay. You see the little surprise jumps and then jiggles back down. I like the little eye feature. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But I really gotta fix that freaking mouth. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Anyway. Plus, I probably gotta save up to get a phone when I'm done rigging all of this. An iPhone, I think, for all those features I want. But other than that, I'm going to end it from here. I'm pretty sure you can hear it in my voice that I'm tired too, but I like the progress where I'm at. I'm pretty sure you guys like the progress where I'm at. I know I've been pretty silent and I haven't been reading you guys' like chat and all that. But thanks for joining whenever you guys can, like actually. I know I might not I know I might not have like the biggest freaking community or anything like that, but I do appreciate everybody being here in general. Like, you guys, you know, even if you step by for like a minute or 2 seconds or a little thing, being like, oh cool, you know, I appreciate anybody. Like, even if you just share it or like it, you don't even have to be interactive. You could kind of even link around or whatever you guys do. But other than that, it's my time to get away from these screens and probably watch some Markiplier FNAF or something. I don't know. Just something dim. I need dim. I don't know. Did some rest in water. That's all I need. But other than that, hopefully you guys are doing good and had a fun stream with me. Oh my god, welcome to the stream. I'm actually about to end the stream because I'm spinning, but I can show you real quick. What I have. This is what I got so far. It's not done. Obviously gotta finish rigging the hair. But if I hit play and then start messing around with these physics, we have up and down, left and right, and I can also show you a little bit of a trick we have here that is literally this. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Anyway, I'll be playing a game tomorrow, like I said, just to get a break from my brain doing all this, including fixing the hair and the mouth multiple times. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, and I thank you guys for everything. Bye bye. You guys have a good night as well.